Hi, it's Russ from Tools Expert, and I've got myself a copy of EZdrummer 2. EZdrummer is the kind of entry-level Toontrack product for those who want to do some drums, but probably don't want to go the full whole hog and go for superior drummer. It's had a major update. It's got 2 new kits. It's got a new song mode. It's got lots and lots of different features that are aimed at a person who's songwriting at home and who wants to use a drum VI. Can't afford to use a drummer. Of course, the best thing always is to have a drummer. But this perhaps is the next best thing for those who really just want to get some ideas down. And so the way I'm going to approach this review is just like that. I'm going to approach it as a songwriter. And I've got a guitar riff idea down already. And I want to show you how EZdrummer 2 can help you get the drums down with that riff in some really easy ways. So I've got this guitar part down, as I say. Now, the normal way of then trying to find a beat to go with it would be I would go in here and I would go to search. And as you can see, I've got the usual things. I've got the libraries I can choose. Now, this already has some of my libraries from Superior Drummer, then the genre, and then the type, and the style, and the power hand. And there's virtually limitless things I can go through to try and find. Now, that's really laborious, to be honest, and by the time you've gone through and found the one you want, you've almost given up on the idea of the song in the first place. So they come up with a really cool feature. So we can do the normal thing of just playing these, but instead you can use this thing called tap to find, and that's how it works. It's going so. And I can play along with it. So I stop that now, and I've got that, and then I hit show results. I can quantize it, make it looser, and show results. And it says it's got a 100% match on that. So I can press play, and indeed it has. And I can go through. Of course, I play these with the song. And I quite like that, so I can then grab that and just bring it down into here. Let's put a loop on it. Then I can go one step further. I can hit this little arrow here and I can start changing things around. I can change the amount that a drum plays. I can even change the drum that I'm playing. So instead I can think, you know what, I want it really rocking. So I'm going to get the power hand, which is the hi-hat there. I'm going to pick that up and move it onto the bottom tom instead. And then move the hits up a bit. And the velocity up. Kick drum as well. Really get that kicking. Let's add a tambourine in as well. Yep, I like that. So I've got it getting it closer to what I want. So I've built myself a custom drum part just by tapping it and using this tap to find feature. Now, of course, we can go through and use all the other stuff as well. Then we can go to the next stage up. We can hit this thing called Song Creator, which now we can pick this MIDI up and drop it here. And then we can start building a song. It can either give us a song structure from here, just 12-bar basic. It's demoing it for me. I like that. There's 2 things I can then do. Either I can just drag it into here and play it as a song, or I can drag the MIDI straight back out into my DAW. And I can then duplicate this a few times as well. Take this one out so it's not repeating. And it's built me an entire song with all the parts in, or I can put all the bits together myself. So it's really, really easy. That's the whole point of it, of course. So there we are. That's basically, so far we've looked at the performance. Then we can change the sounds. Now we can either choose the kits straight from this menu here. We can drop them down and choose the modern or the vintage. So we can say modern. This is a bit more rocky, so I'm going to go for Power Batter. Let's have a listen to that one. Come back into the song a bit. Okay, let's audition a few more. So that's pretty close. What I can then do as well, we can hide the song creator altogether. We don't need that anymore. We can then go and start changing the drums as well. So I can say, okay, I'll try using this Gretsch. Pitch it up a bit. Of course, as well, then we can go through and change the tambourine. So easy to find a part to start with. So we've tried that bit. It's easy to create a song from it then. We've tried that bit. It's easy to find a kit. We've tried that bit. So the last part of being easy is mixing it too. So we can then come through. We'll just mute the guitar for a second. And what happens are these are preset bits of effects that we can then go through, and we can, depending on what we're using, it will show you which ones it's editing. Make it drier. We'll put more room back in. Now, depending on which kit you then load, so let's load the second vintage kit now. So here's the basic vintage kit. That's pretty nice. Let's hear that with the guitar again now. So let's make it brighter. Pull it back. More tape drive. Or less. And of course you can then mix them here. Now remember, this is an entry-level drum virtual instrument. There are things that could cost 3 times the price, and sometimes you get yourself limited. Now, another cool feature you've got, of course, then, is you can start then doing some separate outputs. We could send the kick out to output 2 and the snare out to output 3. Then I could come into Pro Tools now, and I could go, this will be this different depending on which VR you're using, stereo, auxiliary input. I'm going to create 2 of those. There we go, create. And now I'm going to have my 2. And 3. There's my snare and my kick coming in now. So this is an entry-level drum VI. It's easy to find a rhythm. And this kind of plays that old joke of the difference between a drummer and a drum machine is that you only have to punch the information into this once. So it's pretty easy to use like that. Or you have the browser if you would rather find them that way. Then you have the search if you'd rather find them that way, and then we have the mixer. So we can mix stuff around. We can load loads of different kits, loads of different kit parts. We can change how the drums are played. with that feature I showed you earlier, where you can change the power hands and stuff, and how those hands play, and how regular or how seldom a part will be played. You can then of course do the whole song construction kit. You can export to MIDI, or you can export to audio if you want. So I think it's a very it's the full price is €119. The upgrade price is $79. It really is a no-brainer for those of you that are really trying to get songs down quick and you need great sounding drums with great performances. They've done a fantastic job on this. It lives up to the hype, and for that reason I'm going to give it editor's choice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.